Today I'm going to be showing you the max absorbency of all my cloth diaper inserts, and I was just showing you that I'm starting with 2 cups of water for every single insert. This is the Kowai microfiber insert. For each one, I'm going to be slowly adding little bits of water until the max absorbency is reached.
It's okay. I'm probably not going to use any volume on it.
What are you trying to do?
Test and see how much.
The water was starting to leak onto the other side, so with every insert I'm going to lift them up and let the excess water drip out until it stops dripping. Then I'm going to take all the excess water that dripped into the pan and put it back into the measuring cup, and then we'll see how much we have left. And then from there we can see how much actually the insert absorbed. So it looks like there's about 1 cup left, which means it absorbed about 1 cup or 8 ounces of water. And then I'm going to wipe down the pan between each insert. This next one is a Kowai thin bamboo insert. You may notice that a lot of the pouring parts and letting the water drip, I fast forwarded. I just assumed that you didn't really want to watch an hour of me pouring water on inserts, so I did fast forward the majority of the process. So this process did take me a lot longer than what you're seeing. Here I'm showing you that it's just starting to leak through this insert, and it looks like I've put on about 1/4 cup. Now I'm just checking it again. Definitely started to leak through, so I'm letting it drip. At the end, I'll tell you how much each absorbed, because I can't really read that. Okay, so this is a no-brand bamboo insert. I think it's supposed to be like an Elva brand kind of knockoff, but the inserts that I got with the diapers didn't actually have a brand on them, but they looked like Elva's. So again, I'm letting this drip off, and I'm testing it to see if there's any compression leaks. I started testing this one with that because I just thought that was a good test to see if when you pushed on it, if any of the water came up. And it seemed like it didn't, so I added a little bit more water.
We're good.
And it's done. This is another no-brand charcoal bamboo insert. So I'm checking here for compression leaks, and there was a lot of water coming up when I was doing this, so I decided to let it drip out. And you can see how quickly the water starts to drip out from the bottom.
A little less than 1 1/4.
This is a microfiber best bottom diaper insert. It's a size medium. These personally were one of my favorite inserts. I always felt like they absorbed a lot better and more than any other insert I had.
And it hasn't even started leaking through.
And I'm showing you it's still dry on the other side. Still dry. Now it's starting to come out the other side, and there were definitely some compression leaks, and you can see it dripping out as soon as I picked it up. This is a handmade bamboo insert. I will link in the description below where I purchased this bamboo. It's 3 layers.
Put on about a quarter of a cup.
And it had not started to leak through the other side yet. At this point, it's definitely wet through on the other side, but there still aren't any compression leaks, so I decided to add more water. Now it started to have compression leaks, so I decided to let it drip.
Water they absorb.
This is a newborn Kowai bamboo insert.
For cloth diapering?
It's expected to absorb less since it is a newborn insert and it's significantly smaller.
What's the purpose of this?
Oh, for YouTube. I have a little YouTube channel.
Oh,
And a lot of people that follow me for like cloth diaper stuff.
oh, so you're
So this is kind of a funny clip right here because I'm having a conversation with my grandpa. He couldn't quite figure out what I was doing with the camera. He thought I was baking something, and when I explained that I was doing an experiment for my YouTube channel, he was a little bit dumbfounded. And he finished the conversation with saying that he can't keep up with kids these days.
So, half a cup in and it's already in there.
So this insert ended up getting full very quickly.
Yeah, definitely to its full extent.
It was expected since it is a newborn insert.
Dripping.
This is a Best Bottom medium hemp insert. Even though this is the same size as the other microfiber one I showed you, it's significantly smaller because hemp actually shrinks much more than a lot of other materials. And so I do think this will have a significant impact on how much this absorbs. Even though hemp is supposed to be very absorbent, you have to keep that in mind. So it has not started to soak through yet.
Quarter cup in. Now a little under a quarter cup in, just starting to show on the other side. Half a cup in.
It's definitely showing on the other side at this point. So I'm lifting it up. But there wasn't any compression leaks yet, so I decided to add a little bit more. It started to have some compression leaks, so I was letting it drip, as I did with all the other inserts. This is a handmade microfiber insert that I made, and I made it to match a size small Best Bottom diaper insert. I'll put the link below to the tutorial on how to make these inserts. So I'm just continuing to add water onto this. What I will say about this insert is that it absorbed a lot more than I was expecting it to. But whenever I went to check for compression leaks, it was like water pouring outside the sides of my hand.
Just starting to be wet. No compression leaks.
So at this point it was completely soaked, and while it was sitting down it looked like the moisture was contained. Once I lifted it up, the water just poured right out of it. This is also a handmade hemp insert. It's 3 layers of hemp, and I'll put the link to the website that I bought this hemp material down in the description. I actually had pretty high hopes for this material, but I think in order to make it work a little bit better, I would have had to made it maybe like 5 or 6 layers, because hemp is actually a really absorbent material.
So I'm gonna let it drip.
So here are the results. The winner is the Best Bottom Microfiber insert, which I absolutely was not surprised about because this was always my favorite insert. It just always seemed to hold so much more than any of my other inserts. In a close second was the Kowai Microfiber insert with 8 ounces, and then the No Brand Charcoal Bamboo with 6 ounces. The top 3 inserts that absorbed the most are primarily made out of microfiber. Even though the No Brand Charcoal Bamboo insert is 2 layers of charcoal bamboo, there's 3 layers of microfiber inside. And the thing about microfiber is that while it can absorb a lot of liquid, it doesn't always contain that liquid very well, which means that you're probably going to get compression leaks on these. And so while they might say they hold 8 ounces, you're probably, with a heavy wetter, going to end up getting compression leaks. So it might not be your best friend. It's a 5-way tie between the Kowai Bamboo, No Brand Bamboo, Best Bottom Hemp insert, the Handmade Bamboo, and the Handmade Newborn Microfiber Bamboo. All of these had 5.34 ounces. And these were all pretty similar sizes. Some of them were newborn and some of them were handmade. And I wasn't really surprised that these all were pretty similar. They all, in my opinion, performed in similar manners in my cloth diapering experience. The 2 inserts that did the worst were my Handmade Hemp and the Kowai Newborn Bamboo. Both of those had 4 ounces. The Handmade Hemp is only 3 layers, but I definitely think that this could be a super absorber if I just made it out of a few more layers. Whereas the Kowai Newborn Bamboo insert, I was not surprised because it's actually a much smaller insert and it's made for a newborn, so it's not meant to absorb much more than a little newborn would be eating at a time, which sometimes is only an ounce or 2. Alright guys, that is the end of my little experiment here. I hope that you found this helpful and that maybe it would help you in your decision on what kind of inserts you want to buy for your little baby. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please like if you are interested in more videos like this. Alright guys, see you next time.